Duryodhana sent a message to Dushasana, "Go, my brother, and drag that Draupadi to this assembly." 10 minutes later, everyone in the assembly suddenly widened their eyes. Their mouths fell open in shock. More than half the people there began to shed tears unknowingly. The remaining half trembled in their arms and legs. Some could not bear to watch what was happening and shut their eyes, because from the entrance of that great hall, with her face bruised all over, both cheeks swollen, blood trickling from her mouth, and crying out, "Protect me! Save me!" At the top of her voice, Draupadi was being thrown down onto the floor. Holding her by her hair, Dushasana dragged her into the middle of the assembly. That scene was utterly terrifying. Everyone thought in their hearts, on that very day, humanity and virtue were buried alive. Draupadi's anguished cries echoed in all corners of that hall. Dushasana dragged Draupadi by her hair along the ground and flung her down in the center of the assembly. Many people could not bear to watch that dreadful spectacle and closed their eyes. Everyone present felt such fury that they wanted to cut Duryodhana to pieces, but none could do anything. Draupadi's suffering was boundless. Her husband Dharma was standing there in silence for the sake of his vow to follow Dharma. In that hall, all one could hear were the Kauravas' cruel laughter and Draupadi's weeping. At that moment, Draupadi looked at the Pandavas, whose heads were lowered, and spoke, "You Pandavas, who pride yourselves on being called the greatest warriors in history, cannot even protect your own wife? Is this the value you give your wife? Are you men or eunuchs? Arjuna, valor is not just about piercing the rotating fish mechanism at the Swayamvara. True valor is when you hear that an enemy has seized your wife by the hair, you should behead that enemy immediately and lay his head at your wife's feet. That is real heroism, O Bhishma Pitamaha, revered elder of the Kuru dynasty. When your grandsons are dishonoring a woman so brutally in this full assembly, is watching silently all that your stature entails. O Dronacharya, do you think a guru's duty is merely to teach the art of warfare? A true guru should teach lessons enriched with good values. Is this the culture you've imparted to your disciples? There are thousands of people here. Does not even one of you have the courage to stop this injustice? Today, I declare that every single person here who remains a silent witness to this evil will die a dog's death." Finally turning to Duryodhana, she said, "Duryodhana, this is adharma. What you are doing is wrong. It is a terrible sin to degrade a devoted wife in such a cruel way. Even now, stop your vile behavior." At that point, Duryodhana retorted, "You call yourself a devoted wife? According to Kshatriya custom, if a Kshatriya man cannot father children, then with her husband's permission, the wife can bear children with 3 different men. That is why Kunti Devi bore only 3 sons. But for you, 3 were not enough. You are with 5 men. So how can you be a devoted wife? Now you are the same as a harlot. And what's more, now that you 5 are here, know that all 100 Kauravas are also your husbands. Come, sit on my thigh." He slapped his thigh and beckoned Draupadi. Hearing those words, Bheema's blood boiled. He leaped to his feet at once. "Duryodhana, how dare you insult our wife by calling her a harlot and inviting her to sit on your thigh? Hear me now. I swear that I will rip apart whichever thigh you slap to shame my wife, kill you, and drink your blood." Immediately Duryodhana sneered, "Bheema, my boy, we can talk about battles and vultures later. For now, do me a favor and keep quiet. We are in a party mood. Don't interfere with our fun. Dushasana, go strip Draupadi's sari so that we can utterly crush the pride of these Pandavas and Draupadi." With a vicious look in his eyes, Dushasana advanced towards Draupadi like a tiger stalking a young deer. Seeing this, Draupadi trembled with fear. "Who will save my honor now?" she thought, and a name came to her mind, that of Lord Sri Krishna Paramatma. Friends, would you believe if someone said that reading just one most interesting story could change a person's entire life? Would you believe that simply reading such a story to your children would teach them all the values they need in life? Would you believe that for any problem you are facing now or may face in the future, you can find a solution by reading just one story? Yes, it's possible. And it's possible only with the greatest epic ever told in the history of mankind, the Mahabharata. This story is 100 times more captivating than any super hit movie. That's a challenge. In the words of Vikramaditya, the complete story of the Mahabharata is available in 2 volumes, in both book and ebook form, on Amazon and 43 other online stores. This book is available in 54 languages worldwide. I've provided the links in the description below this video. Order now, because this isn't just a book, it's a library containing everything you need for life. When the messenger brought the news to Indraprastha that Duryodhana wanted Yudhishthira to come to Hastinapura to play dice. Sri Krishna was actually there in their court at that time. Krishna said, "Do not fear, Dharmaraja. I will come with you to this gambling match. Accept it with courage." But Yudhishthira replied, "Krishna, please do not come with us, because if we do happen to win in this gambling match, the Kauravas will say, it's only because Krishna used some trick that the Pandavas won. The Pandavas don't have that much ability. They will insult us. So, please do not come." And he made Krishna swear to stay away. Then Krishna said, "Dharmaraja, you're overconfident. Alright, I'm giving you my word that I won't come. But remember one thing, only if you yourselves call out, 'Come save us, Krishna,' will I appear. Otherwise I won't come." Draupadi recalled these words at that critical time, so she began screaming, "Hey Krishna, save me!" Dushasana grabbed Draupadi's sari and started pulling. Draupadi, with folded hands, chanted, "Krishna, Krishna, Krishna." Dushasana kept pulling and pulling and pulling her sari. By then, he had pulled what seemed like 1,000 saris, but the piece of cloth on Draupadi never moved even an inch from her body. That was when the Kauravas realized this was Lord Sri Krishna's divine play. Arjuna sprang up and declared, "Today I swear that not one of the Kauravas will remain alive." Bheema rose and said, "I swear that I will drink your blood and then kill you all." Nakula and Sahadeva too vowed to annihilate the Kauravas. Vidura, seeing the Pandavas' fury, sensed that this was the beginning of the Kauravas' doom. He immediately went to Dhritarashtra and pleaded, "Dhritarashtra, if you do not stop this horror right now, the Pandavas will destroy your Kaurava lineage completely. Please, restrain Duryodhana. He will only listen to you." Frightened by Vidura's words, Dhritarashtra jumped up and shouted, "Duryodhana, stop this at once." He halted everyone in the assembly. Dushasana let go of Draupadi's sari. "Draupadi, my daughter-in-law," Dhritarashtra said, "I beg your forgiveness for what my sons have done. To compensate for their actions, I grant you 3 boons. Ask for whatever you want." Draupadi first asked for her husbands to be freed from slavery. Second, she asked for their weapons to be returned to them. "I grant you those 2 boons. Now ask for the third one as well," Dhritarashtra insisted. But Draupadi said, "These 2 boons are enough for me," because she knew that if her husbands were freed and had their weapons in hand, they could achieve anything in the world. So she said, "That is all I want." Then Dhritarashtra added, "Draupadi, along with these 2 boons, I return everything you lost in this day's gambling match. Go in peace." Hearing these words, Duryodhana stormed out of the assembly in anger. The Pandavas returned to Indraprastha with sorrowful faces, but they could not forget the insults they had endured. Meanwhile, back in Hastinapura, Shakuni approached Dhritarashtra. "Your son Duryodhana is burning with rage. He's even talking about killing himself. He says, 'I thought a dream of so many years was about to come true, and you ruined it all. Why did you do this?' Shakuni replied, 'If I hadn't done that, the Pandavas' wrath would have left no trace of Hastinapura. I only did it so it wouldn't come to that.' Friends, the next episode's content will reach an entirely different level. Don't miss it. We'll meet again next Saturday at the same time. Order your copy of my Mahabharata book right away. I provided the links in the description below this video. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do so immediately. Till then, take care. Bye.